All right, here we go. Again, let's sort out Alex's snatch here. So overall, good lift again. Okay, there are no glaring errors, but a couple things we can definitely clean up and make this a lot more stable and get that better lockout overhead. All right, so starting position, not too bad. I would like to see the toes out a little bit, and I'd like to see a little less tension in those arms. Um, and that could be an illusion. Maybe you're just super jacked, you got big triceps, but it just looks like you're excessively tight. So focus on tension through the trunk and the legs and kind of let those arms relax as much as you can. And it's again, it's hard to tell too if you are actively externally rotating your arms there, as in, turning the bony point of your elbow backward. Don't do that. Let your arms at least hang in a natural orientation or even internally rotate very slightly. And you'll see exactly why here later. So pull from the floor. Overall, not too bad. Keeping that posture up, back tight, all that good stuff. Bars close. However, watch the toes. Whoops-a-daisy. So we're way back on the heels there, which we never want to be. It's not extreme, but it's way too far back. We want that even whole foot pressure. Uh, and you continue that backward motion through the top of the pole. So ideally here we would want the legs pushing vertically and then the hips hyperextended slightly to bring the shoulders behind the hips. We actually have the legs leaning backward slightly too, so that entire motion is driving and pulling you backward. So again, the hips hyperextending at the top is going to clear a path for the bar and kind of counterbalance the bar being in front of the legs. But if the legs are pushing straight up, that's going to keep us balanced and help keep the bar close after contact. And instead, what we get is that backward momentum, watch the feet, and the bar coming way out. All right, so push straight up through here, through the whole foot. But then also we come back to the elbows. The elbows are going to move back and stay low here, which means that the bar has to swing out around them. And look how far from the body is. You could get a dance partner in there. So what we need is to guide those elbows up and out initially. The goal should be to get those elbows at about shoulder height before you start turning over. And then as you're turning over, like right through this position here, you'd be squeezing those shoulder blades back almost like a snatch grip bent row, except you're standing straight up. So that as you're turning over through here, that bar is staying as close as possible, right? And that's going to help you sit into a position where you can punch straight up into that bar and get a stronger lockout. So I'll do it in regular motion here. We can watch that little bit of wiggle with the elbows. That's coming from that combination of backward momentum, the feet sweeping back instead of being able to lift and plant flat, which is related to that backward motion versus vertical leg drive and balance. And then that bar having to be way far out there and him having to lean into it. So see how he leans his chest forward into that receiving position because his feet and hips have gone too far back and the bar is still forward. So he's kind of trying to sneak himself under. If he were stacked up under that bar, he'd be able to lock in that upper back and punch straight up into that strong lockout. So again, good lift overall. Plenty of potential to work with there. It's just cleaning up those details so that you can get a sharper, more stable turnover and lockout.